My name is Sahar Ghafouri. I'm the Senior Director of Operations at Northrop Harvest Food Bank. I'm here to talk to you about Creating Health Plus, which is a small but mighty city-funded program that is in danger of being shut down after September of 2022. I'm asking for your support in ensuring the survival of this critical program, specifically to support the motion to bridge the program's funding for the full year from September 2022 to March 2023. Creating Health Plus is a program that provides fresh, nutritionally dense food items, produce, dairy, and eggs to 30 drop-in programs across the city, which translates to over 300,000 pounds of food per year. Collectively, these agencies have served more than 1.7 million meals annually, and Northrop Harvest is a logistics and coordination lead for Creating Health Plus. Since the pandemic, the emergency food access sector has seen unprecedented need across the city. Our food bank network saw 250,000 food bank visits this past year, which represents a 27% increase in usage since the start of the pandemic. According to the city's own data through 211, food insecurity was the top concern for people living in the city of Toronto during the pandemic. The need continues to grow with increased job precarity and unaffordable housing. We hear from our continuously growing client base that they are afraid that they won't be able to feed themselves or their families. Emergency food agencies such as drop-ins, meal programs, shelters, and food banks are seeing demand at levels we've never before experienced. There's very limited capacity for these agencies to continue to do their work in a sustained crisis period. The immediacy of the emergency is far from over for any of us. Agencies are stressed with very limited resources, relying on private donations and volunteers while being plagued with skyrocketing COVID cases, critical staffing shortages, and lack of access to proper PPE. To further cut the little support we receive from Creating Health Plus at this point would be irresponsible. This is not the time to cut food support programs. Cascading impact will be devastating. In my capacity as the Senior Director of Operations at Northrop Harvest, I'm responsible for the sustained operation of the food bank network, to manage our resources and keep food moving throughout the city to those who need it most. The critical role that the emergency food sector plays in keeping residents of the city alive in emergency was never as pronounced as it has been over the last 2 years. The resilience of this sector cannot be understated. However, we need the support of the city in order to continue to sustain our operations and to continue to be resilient. Together, we can do truly unbelievable things. I had the privilege of working closely with the city's Emergency Operations Center throughout the pandemic. We were able to secure resources, move millions of pounds of food and supplies around the city, and set up a network of 11 food banks and Toronto Public Libraries virtually overnight. We have the network, skill set, and logistics capabilities to mobilize very quickly. We just need the support of the city to do so. With a small investment of $182,000 to support Creating Health Plus's capacity to continue doing its great work this year, you can honor your commitment to supporting those who are most vulnerable in the city of Toronto. And we can work towards a future where no one goes hungry. Thank you for your time.